Today is Thursday, July 2nd, 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what day it is. It's Thursday, a time of the week where we rewind the tape, dust off the memories, and sometimes realize that the past is not far behind us as we thought. Welcome to TBT Throwback Thursday. My name is Taz, and today's episode is a little bit different. But before I get into it, I just want to thank everybody who continue to listen, support, share, comment, and take this journey with me every week. TBT has moved to YouTube, and that's where the show is going to live going forward. I might share the links in WhatsApp like I used to, but if you haven't followed the page yet, please come and join us there. The memories are still the same. The stories are still the same. We're just moving the conversation to a new home. And speaking of home, this week I want to talk to you about something that has been sitting heavy on my heart. Recently, I've been hearing these stories of immigrants being pushed out, told they have to leave, told that they don't belong. And every time I see these stories, I just don't see the headlines. I see families, I see mothers, I see fathers, I see children who may not fully understand what is really happening, but they can feel the fear in the room. And it brought me back a memory I've carried for almost all my life. When I was young, maybe around 3 or 4 years old, or even younger, my parents were immigrants as well. One day, a crowd came to our home. They were singing, they were chanting, they were telling immigrants to leave. Now, as a child, I didn't understand borders, I didn't understand politics, I didn't understand nationality. All I understood was fear. I remember the curtains being closed. I remember us being told to stay quiet. I remember the feeling in the house changing. You know that feeling when adults are scared, but they're trying not to show it. As a child, you may not understand what was happening, but I felt it. I felt the silence. I felt the tension. I felt that something was wrong. Outside, there were those voices, people shouting, people singing, people making it clear that people like us were not wanted. And inside that house, we hid. We stayed quiet. We pretended nobody was home. Now imagine that. Being a child in the only home you ever known and being told by the world outside that you didn't belong there. That memory never left me. Life moved on. The crowd eventually moved on. We stayed. We grew. We laughed again. We played again. But something inside me was never the same. Even though I was born in Zimbabwe, even though I grew up there, even though those streets raised me, there was always a small part of me that wondered, do I really belong here? Am I one of them? Or am I just tolerated until somebody decides I'm not? That's a heavy thing for a child to carry. Looking back now, I think about my mother. I wonder what she felt that day, trying to protect her children, trying to keep us calm, trying to make herself small inside her home so the danger outside would pass. And then I think about my father. What did it feel like for him, being away from home, to know that his family is scared, to know that his children are hiding, to know that he could not stand between them and the crowd? As a father now, that part hits me differently, because there's no worse feeling than imagining your family afraid and you are not there to protect them. And maybe that's why these stories affect me so much, because today I'm an immigrant. I live in Canada, my children were born here, and this is their home. This is the only home they really know. But every now and then, when I see hate rising somewhere, when I hear people being told to go back where they came from, that little boy inside me wakes up again. And I wonder, will my children ever have to feel what I felt? Will they ever be made to question whether they belong? Will they ever have to carry the same fear? And I pray they never do, because one generation can inherit fear, or the other generation can choose to break the cycle. My parents crossed borders looking for safety, opportunity, and a better life. Years later, I crossed the border too, hoping to give my children something better. And maybe that's what parents do. We leave what is familiar. We start again. We carry the weight so that our children can stand a little lighter. So when we talk about immigrants, refugees, foreigners, outsiders, let's remember something. Behind every label of a human being, behind every accent in a story, Behind every family trying to survive is a mother, a father, a child, just hoping to belong somewhere. Most people don't leave home because it's easy. They leave because they're trying to survive. They leave because they're trying to build. They leave because somewhere, somehow, they still believe tomorrow can be better than yesterday. And if life has taught me anything, it's that kindness costs us nothing. Because the person you call a stranger today could have been your parent, could have been your child, could have been you. So today's TBT is not just about going back. It's about remembering what fear felt like. So don't become a reason someone else feels it. This has been TBT Throwback Thursday. My name is Taz. Wherever you are, whatever you call home, I hope you find people who make you feel like you belong. Stay blessed.
Away.